gonna ball on your ass. Cause everybody can fight, that's free. But everybody can't ball.
To pay the payroll every 1st and 15th. It's so cold in the D. How we supposed to keep peace? Gave me such a hard time. Now they trying to be me.
Maya, what's tea on transgender women and women having an influence on each other? What's your opinion on that?
So here's my opinion. I feel like with the trans girls versus like women, I always feel like there's not really a direct influence between them, because you have some women who really feel like trans girls are like a mockery of them. But there are women out here that feel like trans girls are a mockery of them. I hear it all the time. So I feel like I don't really think there's a direct influence between them. I feel like there's more so with the trans girls, it's more like a personal, perspective. Trans girls, I feel like it starts from within. So anything that they do once they get into their transitioning, I don't feel like it has to do directly with the women, because you're not born trans.
Yeah.
So when you get to that point where you feel like, okay, I want to change and transition into female, I don't feel like that's a women's influence. I feel like with the trans girl's perspective of wanting to be trans, it comes from within. Like they feel like they're not comfortable in their body. They feel like they're not comfortable in their skin. So maybe an influence from like the beauty perspective may come in at that point.
For me, I feel like yes, trans women and women do have a big influence on each other, whether we say it or not. In a fashion sense, we see the trans women. Hold on, bitch, you look good. Who did that? One of my sisters she's trans. So growing up, we always had a big influence on each other, especially with her being my sister. Like, bitch, you wearing this, I'm wearing that. We always, can you give me some ideas, like you said, some fashion tips? Do this makeup look good? Okay, now speaking of women, have you ever had sex with the opposite gender?
A lot of people don't know this. I have had sex with girls in the past.
Was it wet?
I don't think I can remember that.
Did you like it?
I dated girls in the past. I had sex with a couple girls that I dated in the past. I had sex with one girl, I was 13, in the 7th grade at the time. She was 14. I went to her house one day, and basically we had sex. It was the first girl I ever had sex with.
The first girl?
The first girl I ever had sex with.
So she took your virginity?
It wasn't good.
Because if it was good, you gonna always remember it. You gonna always remember it.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
Never to my mom is. Ever.
So see this. You fucked up. Personally, yes, of course.
So you ever had sex with like a girl who like had a strap on, or like did she just eat your pussy? Like
I done had all of it. But I ain't gonna lie, I did not like the strap. I didn't
feel like a real dick.
No, it don't. Probably was her. I'm not gonna say that. It probably was just how she was looking. Yeah, it was her. It probably was her. I've never tried it ever since. Like at the time, I thought it was acceptable because that was like the only girl I ever had sex with. Girl, bitch, real though. You saw, growing up and shit like that, running to people, you be like, bitch, what was that?
Cut it out. Trans men.
I love trans men.
Yeah, I know you do.
I love me a good trans man.
I know you do.
Bitch, I do.
A gay boy or a gay girl like gives you a compliment.
I don't take nothing of it. I just like, thank you, bitch, because I see girls all the time like, oh, bitch, she fine.
Some girls is like haters. Some bitches are like compliment you and be shady with it.
Oh no, I've never dealt with a girl complimenting me being shady. It's nothing to be shady about. Like you see me in the flesh, you smell like with that. Mm-hmm. I look like money, I smell like money, I walk like money, I talk like money. So you feel like a straight man versus a gay man giving you a compliment is one of them being shady.
But if a straight boy has ever complimented me, it was authentic. I definitely have dealt with weird gay bitches who have definitely tried to be shady.
Speaking of straight men, have you ever had a straight friend? And if you did, was it awkward?
No. I have a straight best friend. My best friend has never tried to be on no weird shit with me, and vice versa. Okay, so let me ask you, ever had like a gay girlfriend that was like a friend to you, but it was like awkward? Maybe if that person like low-key liked you. My friends know I deal with this all the time. It do be awkward. Because they start catching feelings for me, and they start just falling in love with me. And I'm not tooting my own horn or nothing, but that happens with a lot of straight girls too, who I become friends with, and all of a sudden y'all want to fuck me. Always start being weird. Why do you feel like it goes that route?
Because they always fall in love with me, always catch feelings for me.
Like you have that persona about you where you have a flirtatious vibe. Your vibe is very, like you love people. Whether you believe it or not, like you love people, you're very open.
I know, people tell me that.
You want to be.
I'm like that to my friends, my actual friends. Yeah.
But like me being a friend of yours, like I can tell you, like you're very open, you're very kind, you're very like giving. And
my friends always tell me that. I know.
So like your vibe automatically will attract people to you. So I feel like with a gay girl, because some gay girls might feel like, well, she's straight, but you know, with this vibe. She might not be into girls, but I mean, I feel like maybe I can get her into girls. I
would meet a girl. They'll just become like fascinated with me, like infatuated with me, like obsessed with me. It's like, bitch, I only went one place, I only seen you one time. Like, then they'll start like stalking my Instagram and like always like asking about me. It just be weird shit. Like, you ain't even give yourself time to fall in love with me.
Right. They're delusional at that point. The way you carry yourself is very poised. Your demeanor, how you, you know what I'm saying, how you deal with things, like how you speak. I think it's the demeanor.
You think it's okay to cry and show emotion as a gay man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Pisces, so
bitch,
I'm automatically gonna show my emotion. I feel like more people should be emotional. More so wear their emotions on their sleeve. If more people wear it on their sleeve, the world would probably be a lot more peaceful. Do you feel like straight men should show more emotion or cry?
I don't like that.
I know you don't, girl.
I don't like that.
You want a hardcore.
Yeah, I like a man. I mean like an all-around man. Like, it's okay to show emotion because of course I'm your soft side. It's okay to, you know, cry to me and trust me and tell me what's going on and stuff. But I don't like no crybaby ass nigga. I don't hate a nigga who act like a bitch. I'm the bitch. I'm supposed to be crying to you. I'm supposed to be calm. I'm supposed to know. Like, I'm the bitch. I don't like that. Personally, not too much.
What is too much emotion for you?
Always crying about something. Always complaining about something. Of course, I want you to tell me. I want you to show emotion when you sad, when you upset, when you curious about something. But in my sense,
that's part of communication.
Yeah, that's part of communication. But when you show too much, then that's when you become insecure to me.
You don't want an overbearing ass nigga.
That's too much emotion.
Yeah.
I'd rather for me to be the sensitive one, the one who cussing you out and crying all the time, rather than you being the one being sensitive, crying and cussing me out. I just love being submissive to my nigga. Do you like being submissive to your nigga? A man?
I do. When I feel like the vibe is right.
You naturally just submit. Yeah, you naturally submit.
I can naturally submit to my boyfriend.
I've met niggas who think I'm just supposed to submit to them because they're the man. But they don't have these man qualities.
So then there's gay men that think that way too. And that goes back to the whole emotional and who's emotional.
But it's like, how you expect me to submit if you're not a man? The big ego is showing too much emotion. A nigga's supposed to chase the female. A female don't never chase no nigga. A female should never feel like she run after this nigga. This the last question, but not the least. When did you decide you were gay? Contemplating and hiding in the closet, like when did you finally decide, like, I'ma be me, fuck that shit?
Well, first of all, you can't decide when you're gay. You're born gay. How could you be born straight? You don't choose to be straight. You don't.
That just goes into religion. They just, people very religious. Yeah.
If you in your mama's stomach, you don't say, hey, I want to be straight.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
That's just a religion.
Like,
that's just what they was taught.
To be gay.
Yeah, that's just what they.
Now, when did you feel like you were bisexual, or when did you accept that, okay, I like girls and boys, not just one or the other?
I realized it in middle school. Of course, elementary, I wasn't thinking about shit like that. I never knew in middle school if I would ever see myself being in a relationship with a girl. Because, you know, I didn't even see myself in a relationship with a boy. I was a child. I didn't know. Yeah, as I got into high school, it was never no pressure on it, though. I was just never that type that was just like, oh, I gotta find me a girlfriend. It just naturally came about as I just started growing. So I decided that I would label myself as bisexual in middle school, off top. Like, I wasn't born bisexual. And it's your girl, Ice the motherfucking Stunner, and your boy
Maya the Mup CEO.
And I'm checking out Stunner Gang.
And we out Hustle Gang.
I'm gonna ball on your ass, cause everybody can fight, that's free. But everybody can't ball.
To pay the payroll every 1st and 15th. It's so cold in the D. How we supposed to keep peace? Gave me such a hard time. Now they trying to be me.